motto is be the hardest working person in the room.
I believe in working hard, although a lot of people work smart or do the fastest way. But I still believe in working hard.
Hard work really pays off. Better stick to hard work.
The most important thing is self-regulation, how you discipline yourself in doing things.
You have to be curious about a lot of things. You have to continue learning, and reading is one of the things that I think you should continue.
I would say that for accounting students especially, right, accounting consists many branches, so-called. Not necessarily you're an accounting student, you have to be either an auditor or an accountant. I think most of us graduated and do something else. But still, I believe that it is actually a very strong footage for you to enter or start in any type of industry because you have that accountancy, but you can end up doing anything.
The accounting degree is your foundation, basically. With that, you can go out into the world and apply yourself into any industry that is not only confined to audit or taxation. So do not limit yourself. Even going into investment banking is an option. So I would suggest for accounting students to actually have a look at an array of industries rather than limit yourself to just audit and taxation.
Accountancy is seen as a professional field, so you can do that to actually give a strong presence to any industry that you go in because it's a professional profession, so-called, right? But at the end of the day, what you learn in school is just a tiny part of what you're going to do at work. So, like I said, be practical. Just use a lot of common sense because at the end of the day, anything that you do will just relate back to that.
It's just that when you get a degree, it's more about building core skills within yourself. Things like being meticulous, understanding the theory of a lot of different accounting theories and taxation stuff. But what you gain from there is actually going out into the world and then continuing your learning or expanding your knowledge, basically, because your degree in accounting is only like 10% of the whole story. You still will go out and learn more on the job and more from people you are going to meet. So yes, start with a good foundation, which is the accounting degree, and then go out there, talk to people, be involved in a lot of different experiences, go find an industry that you would think you can contribute to or you like, and learn on the job, because on the job learning is actually at least 70% of the whole work experience, I think, how you build yourself, basically.
I would say that the ability to articulate, fresh grads, I do not expect them to be perfect, but be resourceful in the sense that, okay, this is a stumbling block, where do I go from there? So it's really important, which I found it's very lacking in today's graduate. Yeah.
My take is that yes, I agree. You would need to be able to articulate yourself very well because you are expected to be able to give your point of view on things and also explain things to people, basically. Number two is that if you are coming from university and this is your first time going for an interview, do your homework about that company. Please find out things about the company. Do not come in not knowing anything about the company. That's another. It just goes to show that you make the effort to get to know the company. And then number three is that be frank and be honest during interviews. So yeah, I mean that's just stick to three very simple things for interviews. That would be our advice.
Because Penang, you can't get away with
the food.
So that might be not a strong point, but it is a very important point for me. For me personally, it was our lecturers back then who actually really go all out to make sure students fly.
Important thing that I do remember from the whole experience is the lecturers. They're really good.
They make sure disciplines are very important. They treated us like their own kids.
Yep.
Make sure.
Yep.
I would rate USM as one of the best universities in terms of the ambience.
It's a really nice place to study. It's a small campus, but it feels intimate and then it feels very homely in a way. But I think the most important thing that I do remember from the whole experience is the lecturers. They're really good. I really felt I was taken care of as a student.